Timer ready?
Yes.
Jonathan Durbin, the greatest reward of all. The greatest reward of all, Jonathan Durbin.
Thank you, Mr. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. How would you like to do something that would not only be personally rewarding, but rewarding to others as well? How would you like to create a legacy, a gift that could benefit generations to come? How would you like to reward yourself with what is perhaps the greatest feeling of pride, satisfaction, and fulfillment that you may ever know? Each of you has the power to create a priceless reward for yourself and others and a long-lasting legacy by becoming a mentor. By becoming a mentor, you have the opportunity to pass along your education, experience, and expertise. Your mentees, in turn, can pass along what you've taught them to others. Real mentors are not motivated by money or fame. Real mentors understand that their lives are enriched by the pride and satisfaction they gain when the people they mentor succeed. I certainly would not be where I am today if it were not for the mentors in my life. The first mentor in my life was my late mother, Ethelyn. My mother was a force of nature, like a tornado. My mother was a highly intelligent, very strong-willed woman who was born in Boston, Massachusetts in 1929. She was the daughter of Caribbean immigrants. She didn't have much when she was growing up, but she did have a big, ambitious dream. She dreamed of becoming a doctor. That was an impossible goal for a black woman growing up in the United States in the 1930s and 40s. When she realized that she could never become a doctor herself, she decided that she was going to live her dream through her firstborn son, who happened to be my earliest memories are of my mother telling me how I was going to be a doctor one day. Of course, I wanted no part of that. Although I had an aptitude for math and science, I liked sports. I wanted to be a tennis player. She was having none of that. Bad grades in school? Unacceptable. Failure, not an option. Ma, can I play tennis now? Not now, son. You have to study. Delayed gratification. That was her favorite phrase. Did anyone else's mother ever say that to them? Ma, can I watch TV now? Not now. Delayed gratification. Ma, can I play with my friends? No. Delayed gratification. Delayed gratification. Delayed gratification. When was I going to get this gratification? When was I going to get my reward? One day, she would say, yeah, right, I would think. I went on to college, and I wasn't good enough to be a professional tennis player. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, so I decided I might as well go to medical school. My mother was very happy about that. My grades were good enough to get me into Harvard. It was not until I finished medical school and began my medical internship training that I began to have serious doubts about my career choice. What was I doing here? Did I spend the last 8 years of my life doing what my mother wanted and not what was right for me? To my supervisors in the hospital, I appeared distant, distracted, and disinterested. At one point, the chief of medicine summoned me to his office and asked me point blank, "Are you sure you want to be a doctor?" I had reached the lowest point in my career. I wanted to quit. But how could I? I had spent so much time, money, and effort getting to this point. It was at this time that I met the next important mentor in my life, Dr. Wallerson. Dr. Wollaston was a cardiologist, a heart specialist at my hospital. I found him to be a highly intelligent man with a kind, considerate manner. For some reason, he took a liking to me. He introduced me to the field of cardiology, the study of heart disease. His insightful, nurturing teaching style got me fascinated and excited about being a doctor for the first time in my life. His encouragement lit a fire of enthusiasm inside of me that gave me the motivation I was missing to excel in my medical training. Years later, I realized how, at different times and in different ways, my mother and Dr. Wollaston gave me the mentoring I needed to succeed. My mother built into me the foundation of a strong work ethic and the discipline needed to become a doctor. Dr. Wollaston inspired and motivated me. He ignited the rocket that launched me into the marvelous career that I enjoy today. I finally have my delayed gratification, Mom. For years, I wondered why they did what they did, since they never asked for anything in return. It was not until I was a mentor myself that I felt the pride that they must have felt in seeing me succeed. How about you? How would you like to make a meaningful difference in someone's life? How would you like to give someone's dreams wings so they can fly? Or have your dreams live through others, as my mother's dreams are living through me and will continue to live through my daughter, who's now doing cancer research at Hopkins and will be applying to medical school next year. Be a mentor, and you will be rewarded with the incomparable feeling of pride, satisfaction, and fulfillment that being a mentor can bring. Be a mentor, and you can have the greatest reward of all. Thank you.
1 minute for the judges, please. Timer, signal me at the end.